Hello everybody, my name is Juniper Smiles, and welcome to my first DIY video. So, the first thing I'd like to point out is I'm using my webcam. Since I'm a gamer, my desk is primarily used for playing games. So, as you can tell, it's kind of beat up and whatnot, so it is not the prettiest surface. And my lighting right now is really atrocious. I'm using my monitor to the best of my abilities to light up my desk, but I lost daylight trying to get a setup made. My tripod that I use is normally this guy for my phone or my iPod, but I don't have anywhere to attach it to be able to look at it, and when I set it down and rotate it out, my phone is just so big and heavy that it kind of falls over. So it's really hard for me to do that. So instead of using my nice iPhone camera, which I realized after uploading my last video, the front camera is not as good as I thought it was going to be for videos, so I might opt using the back one. I don't know yet. I do have a DSLR I could use. I don't have a tripod though for that, not here, it's in storage. So I'm very limited with my devices, and I'm sorry if I seem a little distracted. My cats right now have decided it's time to play right when I start recording, and it's a little distracting. Okay, so my lighting is a little awful. I'll do my best to try and make it not so awful later, but we'll see how that goes. It gets really dark early here in Colorado. It is only 5:12, so 5:12 p.m. and it is already dark as it would be at midnight, and it is very disheartening for me because I'm a night owl, so I kind of sleep well into the afternoon, and me and my boyfriend work into the evenings and nights, so yeah. Now, I am going to try my very best to show you how I made my cover for my thing. Also, this is a new thing that a new page and a thing. This is a new page I made where I don't know, I just kind of was pretty random with it. I know a lot of people are probably like, oh, your handwriting is so pretty. I cheat with my headers. This is why I say don't get discouraged when you're doing something, because I am not very good with this font, this script, this style of lettering that is so bright. I'm sorry, it's like reflecting. I'm trying. There we go. But it's just, I don't know, I'm not good with them. So sometimes I actually trace the fonts. I'll pick a font I really like and I'll size it up because I use a fairly large monitor for gaming, so it makes it really easy for me to trace these things. Now, that being said, I don't trace everything all the time. A lot of the headers I've been doing recently have actually been stuff I've been doing because I've been practicing more, and it's different. This specific one, however, I can't do. I cannot, for the life of me, figure this out. So it just has not been working out for me. But I really like how it turned out. I used gold foil, so I think it looks really pretty. I really wish I had rose gold foil, but I don't. I just have basic gold, but I like it. It turns out real nice, and I think it looks pretty. Side note, I might flip this video. I might not. I'm not sure yet. I'm going to see what it looks like when I flip it before I fully decide. So let me know in the comments what you think, whether or not I should, you know, flip the video, keep it the way it is. This is my first time trying this. I know my lighting is awful, my desk is ugly, and you can see part of me, so I'm really sorry about that. I mean, there we go. I mean, at least I look nice. But, yeah, so anyways, this is something I worked on. I really like it. I'm thinking I might do a little video on making one of these, a different, not the same like Juniper Smiles one, but you know, the same style and whatnot, because I have the other half of this paper to work with, and I'm trying to think of something I can do with it. I don't have anything on the back of that though, so. But it is the same paper I used for this, so I thought it would be a nice match. And then I'm also going to show you how I did the backing, which, as you can tell, has already been laminated. Now, my first time laminating this, I messed up. I did not do good. Not having a paper cutter is really starting to suck, and you can actually see in my lighting where it got air bubbles. So I'm going to try my best to do it a different way this time, and I did not laminate the cover of this. I'm actually not going to. I like how it feels. It is very thick because this is layered with 3 different types of paper. It's layered with my cardstock from Planner Society kit. It then has one of these in the middle, which is a really thick paper. I don't actually know what kind of paper this is. I got this from my mom, and I'm really sad because I don't have a whole lot of this left, and I've been trying real hard to find some, and I cannot for the life of me find this exact paper anywhere. It's driving me crazy, and it's a long sheet. Like, it's a good length. Like, this is a good section of it that's been cut, but it's just perfect for everything. I use it for ink, it's great, and it's really thick. And then lastly, the back is a sheet of this paper that I use. Now, this is a drawing paper. I'm not going to show any of my drawings in here because I'm not too proud of them yet. Not something I'm good at yet, is sharing my drawings, but at least not from here. The paper in here, it's not super thick. I'm actually going to take one of these out because I am going to maybe use one. We'll see. But it's not really thick. But this is the paper that I use, so you can tell it's some nice thin paper. The back and the cover are made with these. So the back is 2 of these and 1 of these, and then my cover is 1 of each. And because of that, it's really thick. So, I mean, you can tell, that's really thick. And I like that. It holds in here really nice. It's pretty hard to get out. So now, one thing about my planner that I'm working on compared to the normal mini Happy Planner is mine is wider. The original size of the Happy Planner is I believe it's 4.5 by 7. Mine is 5 by 7. I kind of just liked having, oh yeah, that's something else I figured out how to do. Okay, we'll get to that. I didn't mean to do that. But you'll notice that mine is a little wider. That's just my choice. I wanted just a little bit extra space, and that 1/2 inch is amazing. I've already been counting, and in the back I already have kind of like a test thing that I did. I'm not going to keep this. I was just kind of messing around to see what my colors would look like, and I don't know what happened here, but yeah. It's nice having that extra space. I can get just a little bit more on there, you know. One of the things I did was I made this pocket, which is kind of neat. I will definitely go over this. My glue kind of sucks. I need to fix it again. But yeah, I really like how this turned out. I think it looks real good. I used what little rubber cement I had to glue the tabs on, which sucks because I have to make, there's 2 more dividers I want to make, so it's perfect to do for one of these, I guess. And I don't even have any glue left. Alright, anyways, off topic. I'm doing that thing again. Alright, so the first thing I'm gonna do is you want to pick out what you want to use. Alright, so the tools I'm using are going to be, I don't know if I'm going to use this yet, so I'm going to set this off to the side, but I'm using my gray tone, no, this is more of a brown, my brownish medium colored drawing paper. I got some craft paper, and then over here, because it's covering the glare, I have, actually not, do that, okay, and then right here I have my Planner Society kit paper. Now, I don't know which side of these I want to use yet. This is why I'm kind of torn on this. I did use this as a divider in here somewhere. this one. So I do have this as a divider in here, and the main reason I'm using this for this video is it's already pretty much cut to size, and I was like, you know what, this will be easier than me using like a big huge square, and I'm not really sure if I want to use one of those yet since I'm still trying to get my learning how to use my laminator still, so bear with me. So I'm not sure which side I want to use yet. I'm kind of leaning towards this one. I know a lot of people are like, oh, but that wood and the lace, and it's really pretty. I know. I have another sheet of this, so I don't feel too bad. I can make another one, but I'm thinking I might use the deer, the antlers. I really love florals. I loved this month's kit. It was nice because I love florals. I love the reds. And I love deer and antlers and stuff. It's absolutely amazing. I mean, the florals is pretty obvious. I mean, that's a thing in my life, but I love it. It's great. So I think that's what I'm going to use. And I'm actually thinking for the back, since I want to make it thicker so it holds better, I think I'm going to use this for the back. And I'm just going to do 2 layers. I don't think I need to do 3. So the first thing you want to do is make sure you have a ruler. That's very important. Have a ruler. I don't have a straight edge ruler, well I do, but it's really big, so I'm not going to use it, and my desk is not that big. You're going to want a pencil, which I forgot to grab. Oh, there we go. Pencil and an eraser. Sorry, my kitty has a lot to say, I guess. Alright, so since I do 5 by 7, I'm going to measure. Alright, next you're going to need a scissors. You could use a cutting mat and a X-Acto knife. You could use a paper cutter. I don't have any blades for my knife, and the craft store didn't have any when I went. And I don't have one of those giant cutters. I wish I did. Honestly, I would love one. I miss the paper cutters from art school so much, but I need to buy one, and I'm cheap. So I know y'all are going to be glaring me down right now, but I use a Fiskars sewing scissors, actually. I know that I shouldn't be. As someone who sews, or used to, y'all are probably glaring me down, but it's a great scissors, and I just like to use it. So, and I'm going to try and go as straight as I can. I'm not the best at cutting things, so forgive me for my not super greatness. And I'm actually not going to cut all the way across because I might decide to use this the long ways later, so. Ta-da. Now it's not perfect. Personally, for me, it doesn't need to be. I honestly like that it looks more rough and put together, so that's just my taste. If you want something way more clean and whatnot, that's totally you, and I would definitely recommend doing it how you want to do it. So if my cut lines bother you, I'm sorry. For being such a perfectionist, it's kind of weird that I'm doing it this way, but it's just how I felt it needed to be done. So, alright, so now that this is cut to the size I want it, which is 5 by 7, actually I should have made this a little bit bigger now that I think about it, because I'm doing it for a cover. That's fine. I'm laminating it. That's right. We're good. Alright, so I want to take this and I want to measure this one too. So, got a lot of stuff going on here. Alright, so I already have a line right here. I'm actually going to clean that up a little bit. Alright, now once you're done with that, you're going to want to take your two pieces and you're going to want to attach them together. Now, my glue stick kind of sucks, so I'm going to do this the best that I can. I want it to hold as best as it can. So what I'm going to do next is I actually want to make the back before I laminate this, just so I can do all that at one time. Now for the back, you can pretty much pick whatever paper you want. If you want it to have, you know, a pretty backing, you can do that. If you want it to have a matching one, like I've done here, where the back is just, you know, plain, you can do that as well. And this matches the inside of this, so, you know, it's the same. So I try to do mine kind of matchy-matchy, but not too much so to where I can't reuse the backs, or, you know, I like to just be able to replace the cover if I want to versus everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, and it's not perfect. I mean, I didn't line it up perfectly, I guess. I don't know. I'm not too worried about it. So this is unfortunately too small. I need to grab another sheet of that. That'll be it. Alright. So, I'm back. I have another one of these. It's really big. So what I want to do first is I'm going to measure my backs. And I'm going to use 2 of these. That way I have a thicker, it's a little bit thicker, it's not as flexible. Alright, so now that I have my front and my back ready to go, to be honest, these not being super even are kind of bothering me a little bit, so I'm going to clean up these edges a little bit. Alright, so I got these edges cleaned up. I'm just going to kind of clean up my space here a little bit from the things I don't really need right now, or probably for a while. So that. Take all my scraps. I do save my scrap sheets of paper just in case I need them for anything. Alright, and now is the fun part. You're going to laminate them. This is something different I'm doing from how I did this back. For this one, pull this off here, I punched it and then I laminated it, because I made this before I got my laminator. Now, I did not do this very well. I cut way too close to my laminate seal, and I should have double sealed it. There's definitely some flaws. So one of the things I want to try is laminating it and then punching it. Now, I know this is not going to be fun because my paper punch kind of sucks like that. So I'm going to give it my best shot. And we'll see how that goes. I'm going to do one first and then I'll do the other. So I can give it a very. Now, I need the laminator I personally use is falling everywhere. The Amazon Basics laminator. Mine goes up to 5 mil. I don't know if they offer a 10 mil option. I didn't even know it mattered when I got it. So, we know apparently how I feel about those things. Whatever. Now, I'm going to just keep my laminator kind of, I guess, on my desk. It's fine with me. And I'm going to make sure my settings are on. Right. 2, 3. Alright, so now that's just going to heat up. And then I need to grab my laminate sheet. Alright, so I'm going to do the... let's laminate the cover first. I mean, no. I guess if I fail, I should probably not fail big. Like, I mean, I know the whole go big or go home, but... Alright, so I know some people have been going all the way down. Like, I've been seeing they'll, like, line it all the way down. I don't know if you're supposed to do that. I suppose I could check the instructions real quick and check. Well, my other kitten is crying. I don't know why. So, let's see. How much of a gap do I need? That's not telling me anything. Okay, here we go. Insert the document inserting pressures. Leave approximately 3 to 5 millimeters. Oh, 3 to 5 millimeters? That's gotta be like 3 to 5 millimeters, right? I think this is millimeters. Oh wait, do they mean like that many millimeters or are those millimeters? I don't know what this means. I mean, I've been seeing people do it this way on YouTube, so I suppose that's okay. I guess if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. I'm just gonna do what I've seen. I'm gonna just base it off of that. I guess I don't really know otherwise. Let's do this. Okay, so my laminator's heated up. Make sure there's no hair or anything, and I'm going to go closed side in. I'm going to try and line this up. I've been doing really badly at lining up my laminating paper when I put it in. It was very hot. It's warm. I'm gonna let it sit for a second. I think it'll be okay. Alright, so next what you're gonna want to do is take your scissors and leave an okay-ish gap. I didn't leave a wide enough one. You want to make sure that, like, if there's any air bubbles in there, like that. Like you can see the line, and then where it actually ends. That's actually air from where it didn't seal, even though I ran it through twice. So I would definitely be cautious on what laminator you're using. Now, if we're using the 3mm, it's pretty thick. Like I said, this is the other thing I was trying to figure out right here, where it's like, I had a good view of it, and then I lost it. But like, it's definitely a really weird viewing right there. But it's pretty thick. It makes it very sturdy. It's not really thick like the actual covers, but for me it's thick enough. So, alright, so I actually just take my scraps and some aside. And to test this, we're gonna give this a shot. So I want to line this up as good as I can here. So, alright, now comes the fun part. So what I use is this and these. So this is not a very great punch. I got this for like $1 at Walmart. I'm gonna give this my best. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to run this back through my laminator, give this a shot and see what happens. Worst case scenario, right? Until it started doing that thing at the end, but oh yeah, it definitely sealed it in a little bit more. That's way nicer. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. I really kind of want to. Ooh, my pocket. My covers. Oof, my pocket. You hear that? It's not a bad thing though. It's my glue on the inside moving around. Alright, nice. So that looks good. So I think I know how to do this now. I think I know how to do this. So I lied. I'm not going to do it the other way. I'm going to just give this a shot. So once your back is done, you can go in and touch it. Now I would be careful with what kind of rings you use as I knock everything over. I am currently using just regular Happy Planner rose gold rings. Now these are plastic. So unfortunately, the pages and the cover and the laminates will sometimes kind of peel this off. It's not a whole lot, but it just does it. It did it with the original stuff that came with the planner, but you know, it's part of life. So I cut it exactly how I needed it to be cut. I think I'm actually going to do it this way from now on. And it looks great. I don't have any air pockets. I did have a little bit of eraser in there, but that's fine. I'm not really worried about it. And the backing is good. I'm actually going to hide this weird discoloring. I'm not sure what that's from. And flip this over. And voila. I have my back. Now let's do the same for cover. Now I do this, I don't know if you want to, but I just like to kind of crack it a bit because it's layered the way it is. The glue kind of heats up a bit and does some weird things. So now your cover is complete. You can just snap it on like so. Ta-da! I definitely like how this one turned out. I wasn't really sure about this cover when I started, but I think it looks really cute. So that's definitely one of the ways you can make a cover for your planner. You don't need to have a bunch of fancy supplies. Yes, I do have fancy pretty paper, but you can use whatever paper you like. You can use, whatever you want. You could draw stuff, you could layer some, cute little like die cuts in here, whatever you want. And it's entirely up to you. It's your thing. Just make sure that when you do your laminating, you do it properly, and you don't do what I did the first time. You learn from your mistakes. So I would definitely recommend laminating and then punching. Do not punch and then laminate, because that's how I did it this one. And I'm going to currently try and see if I can fix this after I'm done with this video and I'm on my own. So hopefully that'll be salvaged. But for now, this is one way you can do it. I will be editing this video so it speeds up, stuff like that, and it's not the hour-plus long time it took to do this. That being said, you can do this any way you want. You can use any supplies you want. It's really easy. I'm really happy with how these are. They're really cute, and it's just a nice way to use stuff. Thank you guys. That's not gonna help. That's shiny. There we go. So if you like my video, please, give me a thumbs up. Give me a comment. Let me know what I can improve upon. If you didn't like my video, just whatever. Go away. I'm just kidding. Constructive criticism is always appreciated. So if you didn't like my video, but you have something you'd like to tell me that I can improve upon, please let me know. I know my lighting is awful, so before you are like, make your lighting better or whatever, I know it's not great. I promise I'll work on it. Other things. I am mostly on Instagram, so if you would like to follow my Instagram, please do. It is linked down below, and it is also in my banner on my thing. I don't know how to explain it. It's in my YouTube banner thing. I don't know. It's linked on my YouTube page. But it will be in my description below. Also, if you are not on the Amino app in the bullet journal group, you should definitely join. I do post in there quite often, and I will definitely be sharing some nice, pretty up-close pictures of this cover I just did with you guys on my Instagram, as well as on the Amino app, so you can check it out. And for those of you who are actually in the Planner Society group, I will be sharing the picture there with a link to this video. So thank you guys so much for telling me to do this. I was really nervous, especially since I couldn't get my camera working and my desk is not very pretty. But I had so much fun, and I cannot wait to do more of these now that I've figured out how I can do it. I'm really excited to, actually do some draw with me, plan video type things, and I'm really stoked. This is great. My kitten, Minerva, has so much to say today. This is Minerva. She's apparently needy right now. Okay, so definitely check out my Instagram, the Amino app, stuff like that. It's a lot of fun. Like I was saying, thank you guys so much for telling me to do this. I am super excited. I have a lot of ideas. Alright, happy planning everybody, and oh my gosh, so excited for 2018. Bye!